teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Scanning the field. It's Huck. Pressure is coming. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Look at a pass here on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it here. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to pass. It's Huck. Quick throw, catch made. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Here's the 2nd down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
We're going to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Pittsburgh, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And now the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. Sticking with the running game. Fights off the defender. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Boy, just really good vision and patience by this back. He kind of felt his way through and then accelerated through the hole for the first down. One of the things that you see over the years by UCLA is the ability to control the line of scrimmage and have good backs that can pick up big yards.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Incomplete again. A third straight misfire. Brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Will keep it on the ground here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Makes a quick catch. And he'll pick up the first down. Stop at the 27.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
He lets it go on the move. What a catch! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Pitt getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll use the ground game here. The first down and still motoring. Plenty space at the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through.
14, UCLA, 0.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. He lets it rip. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback throws the ball. It's a keeper. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Snags the quick throw. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback.
What a move, breaking ankles and still going. Touchdown, Pitt. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21, UCLA, 0.
Bringing it out, it's Allen. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been when he left it in the end zone. And the Bruins offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll feed the back again. He's got the first and still going. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes the block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's set. Here's second down. Ball handed off.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's third down for the offense. Rick snap to the back. He gets loose. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
End zone ahead. Touchdown, Bruins, as they fight back here in this playoff game. And they get set now to try the PAT. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's going to score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Rush set it down for the offense. First down. And here's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, UCLA.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball. The whole crowd seemed to know it was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
The extra point was good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back. It's Huck. Finds an open target on the left side.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Pump, and by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to pass. It's Huck. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, what a grab! They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Catch made. Looking for the goal line. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
14.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Just time enough for one more play in the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Panthers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. Eager to get something going as they begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Bruins will line up on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off. And the Bruins looking to keep this drive moving.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
7th play of the drive coming up. Makes a quick grab. Breaks an open space. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Runs through the defender. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
42, UCLA, 17.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense on the field to take over. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route. The catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
1st down here for this offense. The back's got it. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quick pass, the catch is made. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Hand off to the single back. Running with purpose. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays with this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
He escapes the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And it's Pittsburgh with the lead here, Kirk. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Running back with the football. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Back to throw. It's Huck looking for his back. Dumps it down to the back. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off to the right side. Breaks into the clear. It's hard running there through a tackle. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain.
Boy, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Grab by the receiver.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Powering through. Throws off the stiff arm on the way to a solid gain. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Leaning on the run game here late. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Twelfth play of this marathon drive in the playoff, and they face 3rd and short. Throwing off play action. Buying time now, rolling to his left. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Their champion championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense getting set. It's second down. They're going to run it here. He shreds the tackle. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue.